There is something important to see in Claude Code's latest update, and it's not any single feature. It's the same architectural decision showing up in 3 separate places: MCP tools, hooks, and setup, all using the same move. And that tells you something. Welcome back to Not Replaced Yet. I'm Nick Bushkar, and today we are talking about Claude Code. That architectural decision, the principle that keeps showing up, is simple. Load less at startup, surface more in the moment. UX designers have a name for this: progressive disclosure. And you've seen it everywhere. Menus that expand, settings that reveal advanced options only when you ask. The idea is simple. Don't overwhelm with everything at once. Provide the right information at the right time. Anthropic has been applying this to Claude Code for a while. Skills work this way. Claude reads a tiny amount of the skill file, called the front matter, on startup. It then uses its intelligence to decide when to read more because it knows it has access to that skill. In this update, they've pushed this concept further. The same principle is now applied to tools, hooks, and to setup itself. Let's take a look at each one. MCP was supposed to unlock everything. Connect Claude to GitHub, your database to Slack, to whatever you need. And it worked. Power users started connecting 5, 10, 15 MCP servers at once, and they noticed something. They were losing up to sometimes 60% of their context window before typing a single character. Losing half of your working memory on tool definitions is not progress. MCP tool search flips the architecture. Instead of loading every tool definition up front, Claude now discovers tools on demand. It's lazy loading, the same pattern that web developers use for images and scripts. So Claude doesn't need to see every tool to know that it exists. It just needs a way to find it when it's relevant. And the results speak for themselves. 85% fewer tokens were used, and Opus 4.5 actually got better at picking the right tool. Less clutter equals sharper decisions. And now you can connect dozens of MCP servers without penalty. New in this update are setup hooks. You can now trigger hooks via these 3 flags. Before, you'd either run setup scripts manually or have them fire every session whether you needed them or not. Now, setup runs when you actually need it. Entering a new repo, running maintenance, you get the right context in the right moment. And this is progressive disclosure applied to workflow orchestration. Now, this one is subtle but powerful. Hooks have been around. They let you intercept tool calls, block dangerous actions, enforce rules, but they were binary: allow, deny. Now, pre-tool use can return additional context to the model. They can inject information at the exact moment that Claude is about to act. Think about what this enables. You could have a hook that checks what file Claude is about to edit. It then pulls relevant documentation or style guides and injects that context right before the edit happens. Not loaded at startup, not sitting in context the whole session, surfaced precisely at the right moment. For anyone building custom agentic workflows, this is your new building block. Let's zoom out for a second. Skills, load instructions when relevant. MCP tool search, load tools when needed. Hooks, load context at the moment of action. Setup hooks, load initialization at the right lifecycle point. This is the same move 4 times. This is architecture. And I think this is going to define how effective agents get built. Not just by Anthropic, but the entire ecosystem. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Click that like button because it helps us out a ton. Subscribe because we have so many more videos coming down the road. And if you have any questions about agents, Claude Code, or AI in general, hit me up in the comments. I'm Nick Bushkar, and you are not replaced yet.